Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Mike, 56, right there.
Here we go, 46.
Here we go. SOS. No.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Hey, kill. 26.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Here we go, line 8.
56 is the mark.
Here we go, go to 54, line 8.
Check. Fresno. Slam. Check it out, check.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Kill.
56. Get ready. Whip. Watch the whip. Shoot. Check
26.
On second down, Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
56.
47.
Switch. Check safety. Slam.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
15.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Easy.
Here we go. He's checking. Crash. Hey, check 24.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Attack, attack!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
I don't need to.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 1st down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Motion, motion, motion. Mike's 54.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one goes for 24 yards.
56.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Good. 56 is the mark. I got you, son. I got you. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch out. Motion.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Hey, kill. 56, right there.
Go, get out there.
56 to Mike.
Hey, kill. Cody,
Prescott on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, Mike, 56. Wild Bill. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Under.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I don't need to.
No game on this defense, no game. Check 9. Check 3. Check. Lucky.
Attack.
Watch twist.
23.
Check.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Watch 54. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Kill. Check. Hot route. Hot. 25. Check 25. Tight dog. Check. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
On first down, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Here we go.
Yellow. Go. Yellow.
Bravo.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Good.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Kill. 47, 26.
Prescott to throw it. That one complete to Elliott. 22 yards there, a first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Oh, that's heading right for that. Cannot connect. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
15. Charlie.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. You don't want none of
Attack, attack.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Yellow. 180.
54. I'm going
15.
back to you. Switch.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Rush in. Wide. Get wide.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Check 57.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. I got him. He's mine. Hey, 1-7.
Check 15.
Mike 54. You don't want this. Mike 54.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Hey,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I got you. I got you.
Again, it's Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. That one goes for 30 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They go to Elliott again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. We're back now in KC. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Mine's 56. Mine's 56. Play 56.
Under.
I'm coming after you.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
56.
We're going to 53.
Right there, 56. Eddie Weapon. You got it. Watch the pass.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
56. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike 56. Mike 56. You must
26.
To the air again, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You. He's crashing.
Hey, 43. Yellow.
Show it up. Say. Kill.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tighten down, tighten down.
15, 15.
Nice 7, let's go.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Right there, 54.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went for it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. A first down throw for Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, kill! 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yellow! I'm alive, right?
I'm on.
Yellow!
Hey, alert 3.
Shift!
Delta.
Yellow!
Mahomes going to throw it here. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
C6.
Check 52.
Hero 15!
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Robert Quinn. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Single. Check 4. Switch. Hey.
Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get